Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to continue the lesson Environmental Management.
Can you explain what is soil erosion? Soil erosion is a process of removal of the top layer of the soil. But what causes soil erosion? Basically, it is caused by the action of wind, water and ice. These are the agents of soil erosion. Apart from that, natural agents like human activities, that is cutting down the trees, also cause soil erosion. Plant root bind the soil in a place and prevent being washed away. If there will be no trees, flood will occur which washed away the soil nutrients and the land which cannot be used for vegetation. So soil erosion causes the loss of nutrients, humus and decrease the fertility. Next, prevention of soil erosion. So it is a major environmental problem. It has affected from forests to deserts. So there are many ways of preventing soil erosion. So the first one, grow more and more number of trees. So that is reforestation. Then next, roots of trees are bind soil firmly and do not allow it wash away easily. Then we have to grow the plant across the wind direction. So it is also control the wind speed. At the same time, soil erosion. Then controlling the cattle grazing also control the soil erosion. Building dams also control the soil loss. Then crop rotation also done. The soil management also improve the soil organic matter and increase the fertility. Then retain vegetation cover so soil is not exposed. Remember friends, soil is precious natural resource and it is our duty to conserve it for environmental healthy.
In this video, let's talk about renewable and non-renewable resources. A natural resource is a natural material that is used by humans. Examples like water, oil, wood from trees and coal. Renewable resources are change these products, make our life more comfortable and convenient. Natural resources can be classified into renewable and non-renewable resources. A renewable resource can be replaced at the same rate in which the source is used. Common renewable resources used to produce energy include solar panel, convert the solar energy into electricity. Windmill contain turbines to produce electricity. Hydroelectric, which involves living water turning into a turbine and produce power. Geothermal, which involves capturing the underground steam that floats to a turbine and produce electricity. Biomass, which involves burn to produce energy. So these are not regrow like trees but also renewed by many cycles. So renewable resources can regrow or be replaced with the person's lifespan. A non-renewable resource is a resource that forms at a rate that is much slower than the rate that is consumed. Coal is an example. It takes millions of years to form. Once it is used up, it is no longer available. The term we used, C for coal and O for oil, N for natural gas. Nuclear fuel is also a non-renewable resource. Uranium-235, which is used in nuclear power plant, is found in finite amount. Minerals also used for making many ores and also a non-renewable resource. Example, steel, which is used for many things and it is made up of iron ore. Iron ore we are obtained from mining process but which is limited ratios. So non-renewable resource takes a longer than a person's lifespan to be replaced.
The next topic is fossil fuels. Things were obtained from nature are called natural resources, such as sunlight, air, water, forest, and fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are produced by decomposition of dead plants and animal parts buried deep in Earth's crust. So this process takes thousands of years. Such fuels are coal, petroleum, and natural gas. So next, coal. Coal is a black rock-like compostable substance found below the earth surface. It is formed from partially decayed plant matter that gets subjected to heat over time. So this process also takes millions of years. So the next topic is petroleum. Petroleum is a flammable liquid which is a mixture of complex hydrocarbons and other organic compounds. It is formed below the earth's surface. It is also a fossil fuel and is formed when large quantities of dead organisms like zooplankton and algae are buried and needs sedimentary rocks and undergo intense heat and pressure. Then uses of coal. Coal was used in a railway engine to produce steam and run the engine. Then coal also used as a fuel to cook the food. In thermal power plant, the coal also used as a fuel to produce electricity. Then it is also used as a fuel in variety of industries. The next, uses of petroleum. So petroleum also known as a crude oil is processed to produce petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, kerosene, fuel oil, then paraffin wax. So normally petroleum gas compressed in a liquid, so that is a LPG stored in a metal cylinder. We are used for cooking purpose. Then petrol, diesel, kerosene, these are used as a fuel in buses, trucks, ships and bike, car, etc. Then aeroplanes also. Then fuel oil is used in a power plants to generate electricity. Then paraffin wax also making shoe polish, grease, handles, etc. Then the coal and petroleum reserves can get exhausted. If we continue using them at a rapid rate, we have to use in a strict process. So that is, the formation of fossil fuel is a very slow process, so take a very long period. So it is necessary to conserve the coal and petroleum because fossil fuel get from underground and it is also used for transportation. So using bicycle for covering short distance instead of using cars, scooters or motorcycles. Then motor vehicles should be designed with fuel efficient engines to increase efficiency and also reduce air pollution. Then cooking food. So we also used for cooking solar cooker and solar heaters can be used wherever it is possible. So that is, fossil fuel creates more energy. So instead of we have to use so many natural resources. If electricity is saved, it will in turn reduce the use of coal. Thank you.